Hello there. Are you the one who I spoke last time a little bit? Yay. Okay. Um, how are you today?
Still alive.
I can tell that you look tired. Your eyes look tired. You look like a movie star from Western movie. Oh, you lost your teeth. What happened to your teeth?
It's like something out of a bad movie.
No,
Dirty cop.
you still look good. Like
Dirty cop. Most
you don't-
people don't even notice my teeth. Most people never even notice.
Yeah, I wouldn't know until you showed me. By the way, you can make a really good apache. You know apache? The top, Indian's top.
Yeah.
You got a really nice, feature.
Really.
Yeah. You must be very good looking when you're young, very young.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you can be my, what's that, actor for my movie.
Really.
Oh?
Really.
Yeah. I'm interested in making some short films.
What kind of short film?
Christian short films.
Really.
The short film story is very positive and encouraging people, very godly. There will be no bad stuff like what Hollywood movies using, violence and sex and everything. We are all away from them,
Yeah.
by the way. But this is all voluntarily based. Will you be interested?
I don't know.
Okay, by the way, remind me your name again.
Norm.
Norm. So, tell me about you.
I don't know what to say.
Your story. Like, are you from here in California?
No story, only facts. Stories, No stories, only facts.
Facts, yeah.
Yeah, the stories are out, because stories are just stories.
Tell me about the facts of your life.
And it's not funny, it's not fun, it's not
That's
pretty.
okay. That's a life. Life is not funny. I mean, there's a
not
fake
like
stories.
mine, it's terrible.
You know what I'm saying?
It's terrible. Terrible.
That's okay. That's why it's a real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's too real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you born and you grew up?
Well, I'm not going to say where I was born.
Secret?
I'm not going to say where I was born.
Okay. If you don't want to, that's okay.
But I've been around here since like 62.
62?
Yeah, I've been here a while. 56.
56? Okay. So you have family here?
I wouldn't call him that, no.
No
I have
family?
a father that lives over here, but there's nothing there.
Hi, Richard. Have a blessed day. Okay, by the way, sorry. So your family are here. Your dad is here, but you don't see him often?
I haven't seen him in a year.
Yeah?
No, there's no
So Noam, how long you been homeless?
65 months
65 months.
this time.
This time. What about total?
Undetermined.
Oh?
Undetermined.
What do you mean?
Undetermined. I don't know how long total. I just know this time.
Okay, by the way, so I guess you are now with the family. And what was the issue for you to be on the street?
Inheritance of a business with a lot of value, $2 million value. I got robbed by my family for an inheritance.
What does it mean?
$2 million is a lot of money, and sometimes your own family will kill you for that kind of money.
I couldn't hear you well. You
I said
said.
sometimes your own family will kill you for that kind of money.
Did you have that money?
No, I inherited a business with a value of $2 million, but they omitted the last will because they wanted all the money. As soon as I found out something wasn't right, oh, I can't let you in anymore. Don't come over here anymore. So I don't go over there anymore.
So you're saying you had a business, that you needed that much money, but the business didn't go well. And
No,
then
the business goes very well. It still goes now, but it's been stolen by family members because they admitted the last will. Because the last will.
Oh, they
gave
wanted
it to me.
to have the benefit of it. Hello
That's
there.
right.
How
Hello,
are you?
I'm
What's
good.
your name?
Rimar Bahandori.
How are you this morning?
Great, good.
Good. You're on my YouTube channel.
Cool.
I'm Esther.
Let me
Okay.
comb my hair.
Okay. You're funny. Richard, that's your name? Right?
Rimar.
We. This is interview. He's on interview right now. Okay. You look good. Really?
I don't know about that.
Well, when it's done, you watch it on my YouTube channel, okay? So you will believe me. So by the way, so the business is still running, but then who's running the business then? Sounds like you started it?
Family. Well,
Your family took it over?
no, actually my uncle started it in 1972.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it's very successful. It still runs today. It's got about 200,000 a year turnover.
Uh-huh. What, how come you stopped
How come
doing the business?
because,
Yeah.
well, there was major tax fraud, and my father took $20,000 from parts that I made, and he loaded up all my tools and equipment, and he jumped state to Nevada. And I have no resources. He has all my resources. He took them all.
Really?
Yep.
That sounds very, very bad.
No, it's highly criminal. It's
So you
somewhere
were
between
used
9
by
and 15
them?
years. Huh?
So you were used by them and kind of like, you were used by them and you were isolated from them because of the, money issue?
It's all been stolen, yeah.
Why do you want to do that?
Greed for the American dollar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of business was that? Like, can you give me a little clue?
Polish for motorcycles.
Motorcycles, okay. I think that's a big business, yeah. No, I'm back. I'm ready to hear your more story. Okay,
No story, it's only facts.
the facts.
No
So I
story.
know. So I just heard you that your family took over your business and
They stole it.
then from there, what happened?
Well, he took $20,000 of the $31,000 I made in 4 months and loaded up all my tools and equipment and jumped state, went to Nevada. Pretty much out of my reach.
Oh, okay. And so you lost everything, and then that's the time you became homeless, or?
No, it was about another, well, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, 9 months later.
9 months later?
Yeah. Yeah, 9 months later there was some other camper with the RV that I had disconnected the ignition and disconnected the fuel line before the pressure regulator, and they placed an oxyacetylene phosphorus bomb directly underneath me in the wheel well, and that was the March 9th, no, it was May 9th, 2012, 11:50 p.m. at night, and in less than 30 seconds, there was a gallon and a half of fuel pumped all over the top of the engine before it was detonated. The Guard patrol unit just turned left up hazard. They were about 40 yards in front of us. The marked patrol unit sworn officer in the vehicle, and this thing was detonated. The flames came out of the wheel wells about 12 or 15 feet on each side, higher than the roof across the windshield, and all across the ceiling on the interior instantly. Faster than I could leap 5 feet to the door. There were flames all across the ceiling inside. I could barely get the door open. Once the door opened, I kicked the gas can out the door. There was a gas can on the step. The flames were coming out of the battery door. I knew if I didn't get the gas can out of the way, There was no way we were going to get out of it. If the gas in that can ignited, we were toast. I jumped out the door and I could barely get the fire extinguisher. 2 passes under the passenger side, 2 passes under the front, and I looked over across the street to see the guardrail patrol unit drive away like it was a common occurrence. Yeah. I went back to the door, Linda was running in the back. I said, no, come back. She turned around and she came back. She grabbed her blanket off the table. It was a great big, it was the heaviest blanket I ever owned in my life.
Who was that?
Linda, the woman I've been with for years. But she grabbed that blanket, she threw it on the step to try and block the flames. At this point, they were coming out of the battery door about 20 inches thick, white hot like a cutting torch. The blanket didn't even hit the step. It went, boom! It was gone, entirely vaporized, every fiber gone. The whole blanket was gone. It was gone instantly. She froze at the top of the step, and I'm standing there. I'm hollering at her for about 8 seconds. Jump, jump. She was frozen on the step, and the heat was on. She was starting to flinch. She was going to run back in the back, and I knew there was no way. And I focused on her wrist, and I turned my head away from the fire, and I reached and I grabbed her by the wrist, and I pulled her out the door. Pulled her out the door, right through the fire. She was as good as dead. Yeah.
She's dead?
She was as good as dead. If I would have missed her wrist, or she would have stepped towards the back, there would have been nothing more I could do. But I managed to grab her by the wrist and pull her out the door.
So she's alive?
She's still alive, yeah, but she's
Wow.
been poisoned since then with some rat poison.
You did the right thing, yeah.
Well, she got poisoned 4 years ago. She's been butchered from here to here. They ripped out half her intestines. 9 days later, she was still laying in that hospital bed, still all chewed up, still dying. They wheeled her in there again, and they butchered her again from here to here, and they took out all the rest of her intestines.
Who were the people who did it to her again?
Well, they're right over here.
Huh?
The person responsible is right over here. It's pretty gross stuff.
This person is now caught by the police?
My father paid for it with my money. It was,
Wow,
it was polluted food.
Wow, they bought somebody,
It was
killer.
intended for me. I told her not to eat it, but she did.
So they tried to hurt you.
Oh, repeatedly.
So that's very pretty sad and scary story.
I went to the. It's not a story. It's a
I know
fact.
the fact, yeah. So when it happened, I guess you don't want to get back to your family for your own safety, right?
Yeah, there's nothing good there.
I'm sorry that what they did to you. That's awful.
Since then, I've been poisoned repeatedly. And 2.5 years ago, I got bonfired when I was asleep. All my things were lit on fire, and there was a can of butane thrown on top of the kicker.
How many family members you have?
Probably 5.
Oh, okay. By the way, did you happen to be, maybe by your own choice, to be homeless, maybe? Because you don't want to be targeted by them?
It's been interference with everything in every way ever since 1985. Anything good, right, positive, or maybe even just a glimmer of hope something might go in the right direction. There's been a main campaign to shut it off, destroy it. It's called character assassination and credibility control. Yeah.
What does it mean?
My father's afraid that if I have credibility, then people will believe the truth.
Oh, so you think he is after you?
He's interfered with everything in every way, ever since 1985.
So I guess he's on a really high position.
He's the creep of all creeps.
Priest?
He's the creep of all creeps.
Oh, you must have some difficulties to trust people since you've gone through this, especially from your own family.
Yeah, most people do think I'm a loon or mentally unstable, but that's not it at all.
Yeah, you know what? To be honest with you, when I looked at you, well, your hair looks better than last time I saw you.
Yeah.
Your hair seemed like you didn't do anything. You just didn't care about it. So people can judge you that way easily. But when I hear from you, you're different than what you look like.
Yeah. Yeah, people do a lot of judging on appearance alone.
Yeah. So what do you care most in your life right now at this moment?
I'd like to recover from all that's been taken, but I'm sure everything's been encumbered. I'm sure all the funds are offshore, switching to Mexico, everywhere. Anywhere where I can't. I've been prevented from benefiting from one red cent of my own assets. Why? Because success lends to credibility. You understand? Yeah.
So what do you think of the financial blessing? That's what most people are chasing after, and you experienced it a little bit, and then you found this big pain, that this big sacrifice you have to go through to keep that, and you lost it by force, right? That's why you are
wrongfully.
Yeah, and you're not enjoying it in your life right now. It's homeless, and you're suffering, right? So what do you see then now? Like the money, actually, what money can do, not just only good way and a bad way, as you see, like the broken
ugly.
family.
It's pretty
issue.
ugly, yeah.
Yeah, can you share a little bit about it? What you learned? How you see the money issue in life. Money is in everything, but many people just sacrifice too much on money.
My father's a very sick man.
Maybe because mostly the love of money he has.
Greed, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, many people are living like that, people who are in a really good position. Like, you know what I'm saying? These people, they do bad things like that, like they buy some killers
what I always say is what goes around comes back, but why does it always have to take so long?
About what?
What goes around comes back, but why does it always have to take so long?
Yeah, you're right. Most people like us, like a middle side or the lower income people, they try to save money, they try to, have a better life, but then it seems like it's difficult. Many things are, against us, right? But then the top few people, they are making money so easily.
Some people, like my father, have major control hang-ups. Major control hang-ups.
Right, I heard about that, yeah. That's the society we are in, this world. There's evil. Do you believe in God alone? There is a God,
I believe something happened or there wouldn't be such a following. I said I believe something happened or there wouldn't be such a following.
Okay, like what?
I also believe there's another world. It's called METHER.
Okay.
Look that one up in the dictionary.
Okay. By the way, what about life after death? Do you believe life after death?
I believe.
God says in the Bible that there is heaven and hell.
Absolutely, I do believe that because I've had some experiences that caused me to believe. No, there is another world.
So
there's another side.
Okay.
Not another side, another side.
By the way, so heaven and hell, where do you think it'll go? That's what we need to, prepare for. Because death is a real, right? We're all gonna, get there, but we don't know when. So this is why it's urgent, right?
Yeah.
So we have to prepare. You know what God says? Many people don't believe in Him because we don't see Him, but He exists. He's a spirit, so we cannot see Him. But He's telling us truth that there's a heaven and hell. People will go either way. You and I know there's evil in this world. You went through that through your own life, which might cause you to be homeless right now, right?
No doubt about it,
God is telling us that, hey, we are all made by Him, but we lost Him because of sin we are born with. Your parents who are being ugly towards your life and maybe others who are unfortunate, right? For their
more
own
than
greediness.
unfortunate, dangerous.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't get struck by the lightning. They don't get punished by God. So about their wrong choices. So many people start to believe that there is no God. So when bad people do some bad things, they don't get punished right away. So they keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? But God says in the Bible that there's a time people will be judged and people will punish. And there's a place for that, eternal. There's a hell, and people gotta go there to be locked up and tortured, forever. They will be tortured there for their, sins. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, God is saying all men are sinners. Not those people who destroy other lives, not the ones that we think, they need to be locked up in jail, and they need to be punished. Those are people who committed crimes. But then we do the little crimes, right? We lie, we steal, we cheat, whatever. We hate someone, whatever. We don't think that these are the sins. So when we see these big people with the big crimes, they're still walking around. So we think we do wrong is not a big deal. We are good people to compare with them. So we think we may go to heaven. Most of us, like you and me, we've been pressed down by some people who has a better situation than us, who has a power, right, unfairly. So we all feel we are victims. I always thought I was a victim also. I thought I was a good person. And then there are many bad people out there. So I never thought I was a bad person. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was a good person. But you know what? The first time when I met God through Jesus, He struck me that I was a sinner. That means I was evil. So I thought, what? Me? No, those are people who step on me. They're what they want. I'm not. I'm the victim. But I realized that, I am not righteous because I was born in the sin, just like everybody else after Adam and Eve. And then I've been sinning against God. Every day I was sinning in this world to survive, correct? You cannot be, fully honest. You cannot be fully, good in living in this world, correct? Because this world is already corrupt. And then everybody, to survive in here, they're somewhere around, they're gonna cheat, they're gonna make a bad choices, correct? It is. Just we have differences, who's more evil than others. That's the only thing. So God helped me realize that through me, I'm not good. I am sinner. So I had to ask God for forgiveness. And that's the time, and I was accepted by the Lord, and then through Jesus, and I was cleansed from the sins that I brought up from my birth and throughout my life. So I was cleansed. I was forgiven through Jesus. Through my faith in Jesus, only made me righteous in God's eyes. So now I can expect the heaven. You know what I'm saying? Not because, that I've been doing good, which cannot be 100%. So I cannot make it to heaven. So this is what God is trying to say. These people who needs to be in the jail because they are big crimes, that they are not the only sinners in God's eyes. All men are sinners, so people are supposed to go to hell to be punished. But the truth, the hope is that God is giving us a chance to go to heaven instead through Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So don't focus on what they did to you to destroy your life. That's a past. You should live for your present and future. You know what I'm saying? In Jesus. Which means in God. God can recover your life even though you don't get everything that you lost back. But still, you can live without these things, nasty, ugly things. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got them bad, you think your life can be beautiful with that? No. You may lose the money, which is number one in this world, but it's evil, right? It makes people go wrong direction, you know what I'm saying? The love of money. destroy people's relationships, everything, their personality, whatever. But by losing this, you can gain what's most important, most valuable, your relationship with God, the way to heaven, the only way to heaven. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a perfect peace in Him, which you cannot compare with anything money can give. You know what I'm saying? You already experienced that. Money cannot give you happiness. Money can destroy your life like this. Because love of money can blind people, their eyes, blinded. So they don't know what is right, what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You might have lost your family. You can pray for them. But you can have a new family in Christ. God is the one. Okay? God is your Heavenly Father. You're from Him. Your physical family, your physical dad can, hurt you like this. That is wrong, but that's happening. Me, my physical dad abused me many years since I was, little. You know what I'm saying? Because of my dad, my home was it was not like a home, It was like a hell. I was always wanting to leave home, It's, living on the street, that's not easy. That's kind of like sins around you, temptations around you. You know what I'm saying? You can easily lose hope. That's why people are depressed and they do things they shouldn't, like alcohols and drugs, stuff like that, right? Because there's no hope on the street in this world. But I wanted to go out, leave my home because I didn't have peace and love in my home. You know what I'm saying? Okay, somebody's screaming. Oh, by the way, so what happened is, I can understand you somewhere around because I didn't have the love from my father, that I needed it. So I was broken for a long time, and the thing is that I found that it's like I had a father. He was home all the time because he lost his business and he stayed home, and then. And then think about it. It's tough. You have no place in your home. When someone keeps chasing after you, stuff like that, and you're abused. But, so it's kind of like I had a father, but physically present, but an absent father you have. You know what I'm saying? So, then, but the thing is that I found my real true father, who is totally different than my physical father. God. Okay, he actually filled up my emptiness in my heart, and then he showed me, what the true father is, as a provider, and then as a loving father, who is forgiving, all that. He was not like expecting me to do anything according to what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Not according to what I need. But this father is a very unconditional loving father, and he is there for my success. You know what I'm saying? Not only for in this world, but also for eternal, success, which is entering heaven by passing this world that is evil. They try to fail us, destroy us, because the devil is around in this world and try to against us to block our way to God and heaven. But we pass through it. We have to pass through it. We have to overcome it. You know what I'm saying? By focusing Jesus, following Him. Because He's the only way to heaven. He's the only door to heaven. So when you follow the door, when the door opens, you enter it, right? So God is trying to help us. Hey, life in here, this life is evil. And this is temporarily. This short life. You can find hope in here. Whatever this world says, hey, you got to have this and that. So you have to be success. But you know what? Those people you already know in your family, they're already successful. They have a lot of money, power, but their life is miserable, right? They are not living like a human. They're living like monsters there. Correct? See? I'm telling you, you cannot expect anything to fulfill you in this world. This world, we are just passing through. This is our destination. God is telling us that there's a destination you have to go through. To go, that's heaven. That's where He's at. God is in heaven. So this place, God is everywhere, but He says that this world is under Satan. That's why we suffer. That's why we go through a lot of difficulties, you know what I'm saying? These ugly things and dangers, all that. So God is saying, you have to get ready for heaven while you are on earth before you die. Because heaven and hell are actual words and eternity. We can go there after death. And God says, as a human, all of us are sinners in God's eyes. So the sin we are born with will disqualify us to heaven or back to Him because He's holy. So God is saying, hey, you need to take care of your sin before you die. But that's only happened through Jesus because He paid the price. He died on the cross as a payment of our sins. But you have to agree with it. You have to connect to Him. That's the way you can be accepted by God. Why? Through that, your sins are taken care of through Jesus. You believe in Jesus and follow Him. Your decision to choose Jesus, you choose heaven. You choose God. That's what God is asking from anyone. You know what I'm saying? He's not saying, no, you have to be cleaned up by yourself. You have to be perfectly good. Do this and do that. Following 10 commandments or whatever. And when you are perfectly good, you can come to me and I'll accept you. He didn't say that. Okay? He knows we cannot do that. Religions, man-made, they say that. Don't believe anything, but just follow their rules to be good. So people follow their rules and, oh yeah, I want to be good Buddhist, I want to be good Hindu, whatever. They followed all the human deeds, but they cannot be 100% good, correct? But they still have sin in them they are born with, which Jesus had to die for. So what happens is they did a good job, as much they can do, but their goodness cannot be 100% perfectly good to God. So then they were born with the sins. The sin they are born with will be condemning them in front of God, blocking their ways to heaven and God. So what happens is they will be punished anyways. So they're all human works in their lives useless. You know? So God is saying, hey, but I made a way. I'm not asking you to be good, to come to me, because you're not going to make it. You cannot do it. You have no ability to do that. So I made a way for you. I just, through Jesus Christ, I killed Jesus as a sacrifice. So I want you to believe in Him, right? And follow Him according to the Word, the Bible. If you do that, you can be forgiven. And you can have a peace with me. And you can enter heaven. That's the way you can be righteous. Are you following me? You can be good with the human efforts, like all the religion says, but you cannot be righteous. The difference, you know, is it his turn?
Actually, I need to talk to you for something.
Okay, so God bless you. Maybe I can talk to you again some other time. You stay, okay, positive and, you know, try Jesus, okay? He loves you. Thank you, Noam.